Hello all, good morning. This will be the last lab of the subject. In the DCN, we have completed 9 experiments and this one is the 10th experiment. So after this, maybe from the next week, there will be no lab of DCNs will be there. So we will remove the DCNs lab. So if college will be going to open after 21st, then we can see what we are going to do. So in the lab, we are having different kits. Then the remaining experiment we can do on the kit. So we will wait for few minutes so that other people can join and then we will start today's session. So before that, just I will discuss or Bhavdeep, I am not surely that college week is going to open on 21st or not, but as per the government guidelines, if your parents are willing, then if they are starting from 9th to 12th, obviously they are looking for engineering colleges also. But little bit it is riskier to open the college right now. So that's why everyone will think of first because a lots of cases are there in Rajput. So we have completed 9 experiments. So last 2 experiments were on serial communication. So we have started the serial communication using Arduino. Then we have seen the serial communication with Arduino and the Bluetooth module. That was will be the last ninth experiment, and eighth will be the Bluetooth with the serial port communication. So these many experiments we have completed. So today we are going to start with introduction to Cisco packet tracer and networking topology. So we are going to implement the different things Cisco packet tracer because apart from this, we don't have any experiments which can be performed online. So the other experiments which are there in your lab manual, they can be performed on the kits only. So one is satellite communication. For that, we need a kit to see how the data is transmitting or how you are sending the codes. That is the first one. Second one is optical communication. Again, there you need a physical optical fiber cable and transmitter and receiver. Then only you can see this see that experiment how the optical fiber cable is used for the transmission of bit. So these two can be performed on the kits only. So that we have skipped those two. So we are having total 12 experiments in DCN. But as per guidelines, we need to complete at least 10 should be there. We can skip 2 experiments. So we have skipped these 2 experiments which are there. And we have added this experiment. This experiment is not there in your lab, but we have added there. So as all of you know that why Cisco packet tracer is there, why it is used. So we will see today how it is going to use and why it is going to be used. So this is a very important tool which is used by the networking engineer, and it is having a very wide range of capabilities. So day by day, everything is going to be connected with the internet. So every essential items like medical facility and all those things will be connected to the internet. So as everything is going to be connected on the internet, the networking will going to be increased. So how we can handle the data or how you can use the networking for connecting those devices. So this will become very challenging. So that's why the Cisco packet tracer will be helping you for designing that network and for testing for testing those networks. So first we will see what is Cisco packet tracer. So Cisco packet tracer is a comprehensive networking technology which is used for the teaching and learning software developed by the Cisco company. And It offers a unique and realistic simulation and visualization experience, complex assessment activity on the network. So you can send the packets, you can send the simple PDUs, complex PDUs, and you can see how the data is traveling through the network. So these kind of complex operations you can see. You can design a very complex network which you are going to implement on the site, and you can test whether your network is working properly or not, it is having some bugs or not, how to find the faults, how to assign the IPs, and all those things you can comprehensively do using Cisco Packet Tracer. So these are the main, you can see the definition of the Cisco Packet Tracer. In this way, the Cisco has defined the Cisco Packet Tracer. So first we will see how, if you are using a tool, that means there will be some package will be there, and that can be installed on the platform. So we are having, mainly we are having three platforms: Windows, second one will be Linux, and third one will be Mac operating system. So on these three operating systems, this Cisco Packet Tracer is compatible. So all of the users can use this Cisco Packet Tracer for the simulation purpose. Now the download link is given over there. So if you go there and click on the download link, it will download a zip file, and that file will be extracted by the WinRAR. And once it is extracted, then you can install the Cisco Packet Tracer. So just I will show you how it looks like, and then we will move. So this will be the link. So if you click clear Softonic, it will give you the link for Windows. So once it is ready, you can download from here. So it is 199 MB long. So this is how it is. The size of this software is 199 MB. So you can download from that link. So it will take few minutes to download. Just once it is downloaded, then I will show you how to install it. Okay, once you unzip the file, you will have this kind of setup file will be there. So just if you click on the setup file, it will install, you install the Cisco Packet Tracer, you accept that uh, agreement and go next, and it will install the Cisco Packet Tracer on your platform. So once it is installed, then you have to go for this site. There you have to do the registration. So either you can go from here, and there is another way you can go from there also. So if you try to launch the Cisco Packet Tracer from here, it will not able and it will not going to execute. So this will be the installed file. So from here you can click and open the Cisco Packet Tracer. So once it is open, it will ask for login. So here you will have a username and password he will ask, then you can go move to the further one. So here it is asked for the username. So if you have registered already, you can directly log in. If you don't register, you go for guest login. Now here you can register if you want. So you have to enroll in this course, and then if you can register all the details. I have already shown you how to fill those details and all those things. So I already have my account, so I can directly log in on that account. So you can register from here. So if you register from here, you will temporarily get your login here. So once you log in, you will have this kind of window. So now, what are the different benefits of simulation-based learning? So what you are get benefit from this software or learning this software? So here you are able to perform the different experiment on the packet tracer, and which will develop the intellectual curiosity and the critical thinking skills. So this will be developed into you if you do the experiment based on the simulation. Then the packet tracer is having a very rich environment. So you are having different IoT devices, different types of routers. So obviously, it is a this software has been developed by the Cisco. So all the routers which are available in the Cisco packet tracer, it will be manufactured by the Cisco. Other company routers will be not available in this software. So, but that is the most popular routers or switches are there, which you can use those routers and switches, and you can implement the design. So here you can develop the various virtual networks, and you can simulate the virtual network. So that will be helping you in your confidence and decision making. So directly, if I give you all the devices and you are going to connect, so it will be very difficult for you to connecting those networks, because you don't know which kind of network you should choose or which kind of cable you should choose. If you make any mistake, there will be a problem in the networking, or some device can be damaged. So for that kind of purpose, here if you get a simulation over there, then you are very much confident. Okay, if I connect in this manner and if I configure the all the devices in this manner, then this network is going to be work. So these kind of various benefits you are getting if you use this simulation based learning. So it is available in all the forms. So you can use the coding way. So you can code and you can configure. You can directly click, or you can use, yeah, you can use the graphical user interface to configure, and you can collaborate with the multi users. So many users can work on the single project. So that are the different facility that has been provided by Cisco packet tracers. So you can use this kind of features. So mainly these features are not available in the other types of networking software. So normally all the company which is present in the field of networking, they are using Cisco packet tracer as a simulation tool. So here we have shown the 7 topologies. First one is point-to-point communication. So we will start with the point-to-point communication. Then we will see bus topology, ring, star, tree, mesh, and hybrid. So these 7 topologies we want to implement on the Cisco packet tracer. So this is our today's task, and we want to do that thing. So before moving to the next topics, we are having a small videos on all those topologies and the hub and switch. So what are the difference between hub and switches? Or there are three kinds. I have already told you that there are three backbones of your networking: bus, switches, and router. So what are the difference? We have already seen in the switching chapters. So just here again a short video will be there for the different topologies. So we are going to see each video one by one, so that you can go through it, and how you are going to implement those topology on the Cisco packet tracer. So first we will start with the hub and switch.
managed and switch. Although both hub and switch are devices that are used to connect different devices into star topology. Let's start with the working of a hub. First of all, we will go to the devices in which these are the routers, then this is the hub, switches and hub. Click on the hub, select one generic hub and click it on the logical area. So my hub is now at my logical area. Now we are going to connect some of the PCs with this hub. Simply go to the end devices, click on end devices, press Control, then click on generic PC and we will be collecting some of the PCs in start of next. You have to choose the wires to go to connection because hub and PC are different devices. We will connect them with the above one of the straight cable. Now go to PC 0, select one of the port. We have selected fast Ethernet port. Go to hub, select port 0. We have connected it. Now you can also use an automatically chosen connection type from this option. Click on PC1 and click on hub. Click on again did so press control, click on PC2, click on hub. PC3 hub. PC4 hub. PC5 right hub. Now all these green signals shows that they are physically connected to each other. Now we are going to give IP addresses to all the PCs. Go to PC0, click on it, go to desktop, IP address. So I will be assigning it IP address 192.168.10.100, which is a class C IP address. Press tab. By default, subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. Similarly, I am going to assign IP address to all the PCs. Build IP address, go to PC1, desktop, IP configuration, put here 101, go to PC2, desktop, IP configuration, put give the IP address 102, go to PC3, desktop, IP configuration, give IP address 104, go to PC4, desktop, IP address 105, PC3 103, PC4 is 104, and PC5 is 105. I will give IP addresses to all the PCs. Quickly for this, right here, IP address 192.168.10.100. label the entire setup so that it is easy to work on it. Put the right addresses and the right places. 5, 600, W2, W3, should be able to do properly of the tag. Now, my all the PCs are connected to
Hello.
the hub. It is making a start nation. Now we will go to the simulation mode. In simulation mode, we will be selecting the protocols to be used. So we will click show all oblique none. We will clear all the protocols, go to edit filter and select ICMP protocol. So we will be able to look into the working of the hub. Okay, just like the previous experiments, take one of the packet. We're taking one of the packet. Click on the packet. Go to PC0. Click on PC1. Now we will see how this packet is moving from PC0 to PC1. Press on capture and forward. So your packet starts from PC0. The packet is ready. Now it goes to hub. From PC0 packet goes to hub. Then from hub the packet moves to a copy of the packet goes to all of the PCs because hub don't know the IP address of the PCs, so packet is destined to all the PCs and the only PC because PC1 it has accepted the packet but rest of the PCs have rejected the packet. Then press again capture and forward. So again packet is acknowledgement of the packet is sent back to the hub. Again when I press capture and forward from hub, again because hub is a non-learning device, so again all the packet is sent to all the PCs. So only PC0 has accepted the packet and rest of the PCs have rejected the packet. This was the first minute. Now you can see this successful communication in again we can check for some other pair of computers. Click on the packet, go to PC5 and again it go to PC2. Now again capture and forward packet is PC5. From PC5 it goes to hub. From hub it is transmitted to all the PCs because only it is meant for only for PC2. So PC2 has accepted it and the rest of the packets have rejected. Again press capture and forward. So PC2 sends an acknowledgement packet back to hub. Again press capture and forward. Hub sends that acknowledgement packet to all the PCs. Now except PC5, all other PCs have rejected the packet. This shows you are working of it. Next is working of switch. We will see how your switch is different from taking one more scenario. Taking one of the switches. Let's take the switch. Click on the work area. Now taking the devices. Press control. Click on one of the building computers. So we will be putting here PC6, PC7, E8, PC9 and PC10. Now we are connecting it because switch and PC are different devices. We will get it with the help of the cross cable. Click on it, PC6, fast Ethernet 0. Click on the hub. You can select any one of the port. Let it be fast. create 0 by 1. Similarly, we can create other pieces also. First select 0, then similarly, you can press control and automatic use station type. So it will be creating your tables automatically. Next step is we have to assign IP address to the PCs. Control B, let it be 106, 107, here, Control B, 108, Control B, 109, Control B, 110. Now, assign IP addresses for your PCs. Go to PC6, desktop, IP configuration, then dot 106, press tab, go to PC7, IP address, desktop, IP address, desktop, IP address. Now we'll start topology using switches that is with us. So we'll checking out. We'll start topology. Start topology. So we'll see working of it. Working of the switch. Again, go to simulation mode. Already protocol which is selected is ICMP. So I will drag this window to this side so that we are able to see the simulation at the switch. Click on packet, go to PC6 and let it be here is PC9. So I will be over here, capture and forward. So packet is ready in the PC6, capture and forward. Packet goes to switch, capture and forward. It goes to PC9. Again, capture and forward. It comes back to switch. Monument comes back to PC6. Now we have seen that the packet which was destined for PC9 goes to PC9 only, and the packet which is acknowledgement packet which is destined for PC6, it goes to PC6 only, because your switch is a learning device, so it learns all the all the IP addresses of all the PCs which are connected to it. So let's see another pair of PCs. For example, your packet goes from PC10 to PC7. Now if I press capture and forward, Packet is reading in PC10. Capture and forward. Packet moves to switch. Capture and forward. Packet moves to PC7. Then submit it. Acknowledgement sent back to switch. Acknowledgement sent back to PC10. Now the delivery of the packet is acknowledged. Now we have seen that your switch is a learning device. In case of hub, again if we check the same practical, same experiment with the hub, you can see the difference between the two. Drag it here. Let's take one packet, PC1, PC5. So again, it goes to hub. From hub, it goes to all the PCs. So hub is not a learning device. From PC5, it comes, it comes to hub, and it goes to all the PCs. Although we have already used this pair of these computers earlier also, but hub haven't learned this. This is the basic difference between switch and a hub. Thank you, friends.
So here you have seen the difference between bus and switch. So now how to implement the star topology. So we are having various tasks based on this. So you have to implement the different topology what you have studied. So we are going to study these different topologies, star, bus, tree topologies using this one. Then we are having task 3. So you need to do this task and you have to upload it in form of Word file. So this is the file which you need to edit. Just a minute. Now I will show you how it looks like. So I have created all the file and how you are going to test those files. Just I will tell you. Okay, so here you can see I have implemented all the different topologies here and we need to test it. So I will give the brief introduction from where you can get this instrument in Cisco Packet Tracer. So here, if you go here, this is the blank window. Now here, this is the network devices on the most left. So if you click on the network devices, you will get the different routers. Then here the switches will be there. So we need to use the switches. So we are not going to use the routers. So the number of ports which are available in the switch is fixed. So here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 12, 24 ports are there. So you can connect maximum 24 number of devices with this switch. here you can see we are having four switch, and if you want to increase the switch length, here four blank ports are there, so you can click here and okay, just you need to power on, so you first power on the device, then you can drag and you can add the switches here. So first you can add four, now you can add eight numbers of switches here, eight number of devices here. So in this way you can configure the different switches. So now we will see how end devices can be connected. So these are end devices. So we are having various end devices. Now today's world, today's we know all of the things are connected with each other. So if you go in on the home, you can see the various devices which are there. So here you, sorry. So air conditioner is there, kettle is there, then you are having a IoT battery, speakers, gas detectors, fan, door, furnace, garage door, home speakers, humidifier, and different other IoT devices are there which are present in your home. So now you can connect these different devices through the network and you can share the various data. So that's why this Cisco packet tracer can be used to do the smart networking also. So say for example, you are building a smart city and you want to connect the different lights which will log the data on the Cisco packet or Cisco servers. So you can use the different lamps to simulate. So sorry, you can use the lights and different lights will be placed at the different places and you can simulate whether your servers is properly working with this light or not. So that's why it become very important when you are working with Cisco packet tracer. So mostly these kind of applications right now we are looking for, various engineers are working on it. So now first we will see point to point connection. So for the point to point connection we need two laptops or two PCs or one laptop one PC. So just we can do this. Now they are having only one port, so one Ethernet port will be there, so you can connect only one device. So here this is an automatic connection. So if you click here console connections, copper straight, copper crossover, fiber, cancel cable, coaxial, serial DTC, serial DTE, octal, IoT custom, and USB. So different cables are there, so you can use the directly. If you don't know which type of connections you are going to make, you can use directly here. So now click here and release the click button. So left click and release that click. Then again on the next device, click there. Left click will be there. So now if you click there, they will be connected. Now they are connected, but they are not able to communicate. So if you see here, the simple PDU is there. So if you send this PDU and if you receive this PDU, you can see we are not having any functional port. So they are not going to work. Now what you can do for make it working, so you have to assign the IP. So various classes of IP we have already seen, so you can go here and click on the IP configuration and you can define a static IP. You can assign the DHCP IP if you are having the DHCP server. So we are not having the DHCP service for the automatic IP, so you need to specify. Hmm. So you can assign anything 10.10.10.1. So it will automatically select the subnet mask. So you can copy that thing so that we can write that number on the second pc also. Now again you can go here. So there if the IP is one, here you need to add the another IP. So it is a 8-bit binary number, so it can have the total 256 combinations. So you can write from 0 to 255. So if one device is having a IP, so you can't make two IPs common. So IP cannot be common for two devices. So it should be different for all the devices. So if you have the name, or if you have used the IP1 here, you have to use the another IP. So you can use from 0 to 255 anyone. So I have used two. Now once it is done, now you can try to send the packet. So if you send from here to here, now you can see it is successful. So this is a successful point-to-point communication. So here virtually we have seen how to assign the different IPs, how to connect the things. So this can be done using this way. Same way, if you see the different various designs here. So this is a start topology. Just I will show. So when you are going to see the real-time simulation, you can click here. So you can see. So now I will show you. If I send this message from PC to another PC, you can see the successful message will be there. So if you try here, you can see successful. If you try from here to here, it is also successful. You can try from here to here, successful. You can try. So all the message I have connected in that fashion, so all the message can be received anywhere. So now you can see everywhere IP is assigned. So here the IPs will be there. Everywhere IP will be there. So you need to configure these various tasks and you need to write the answers. So first task is you need to draw the different types of topology you are what you have studied. You have to differentiate between switch, hub, and router. So backbone of the network. So you need to write those things. Identify the different switches and routers available in the Cisco packet cluster. So you can go here and click here. So these are the different routers. So you can click here. So this is NIM2T. So if you click here and copy and just search on the web, you will get it the various information which are available regarding NIM2T. Then you click here and you can find the various prices and all those things will be here. So same way you have to do this task for the other thing. Now we need to see the video and you have to write the various configurations. So you can see that video and I will just paste that link so that you can watch the video and you can complete the task. What is the what write the IP difference between IPv4 and IPv6 scheme. Then again you have to write the way for the DHCP server. So DHCP server which allocates the IP automatically. So these six tasks you have to perform. So it will take 1 hour at least to complete these six tasks. So you can complete this task. This task will be available on the canvas also. So you can go on the canvas. And this is the last lab which is there. So you can download the task and you can complete these various tasks. So videos will be available and the links will be available. The other links which is there in the Cisco Packet Tracer, I will just give you this bus topology and tree topology. So for bus topology, so you need to do this task. So this is all about for today's lab. If you're having any doubt, you can ask. Just now I will take your attendance and you can start doing it, and you can complete within 1 hour and you can upload it. Bharti, attend your all calls. Bharti,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mohammed,
Yes, sir.
Mohammed Kaif, Kunal,
Present, sir.
Janvi,
Present, sir.
Nidhi, Arpit,
Present, sir.
Arpit, Meghna,
Yes, sir.
Sir, Arpit present, sir. 38.
Yash, Priyanshu, Bhavdeep, Shivom, Divya, Divya, Isha,
Present, sir.
Vibhusha,
Present, sir.
Om, Hitesh, Sushil,
Present, sir.
Aditya, Aditya, Jay,
Present, sir.
Priyank,
Present, sir.
Goldie, present. Okay. So you can go through these videos and you can answer all this and you can complete this task. If you find any difficulty, you can call me. So you can leave meeting and you can start performing the experiment on the canvas. So you can download the software and you can start performing this experiment. Okay, bye everyone. Have a nice day.